Hello, friends. Happy Tuesday. It is time for another Stamp With Me Tuesday. I hope that you are ready to stamp along with me tonight as we make a fabulous fun fold card. I am calling this an asymmetrical angled gatefold card. It's got a lot of words. I don't know. I never know what to call fun folds, but this is what it looks like. And this is what we are going to get started making. I'm making it with a different set. Isn't that cute? So asymmetrical angled gatefold card. I have more samples too. I'm going to use the tags to go stamp set for this tonight. Before I get started though, if you are here and joining me live, just like Janice, go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know that you're here. Let me know if you're just watching or if you are going to stamp along with me tonight. And hello, Janice. I'm glad you're here. If you're watching the replay, welcome. I'm glad that you came later to catch the replay. I know that 8 p.m. on a Tuesday night doesn't always work for everyone. So I'm glad you're here for the replay. And I'd love to know that you stopped by. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you are just watching or if you're stamping along with that replay video. If this is your first time here, I am Heidi with Onigo Stamping. I'm going to help you reconnect with your inner artist by using stamps, ink, and paper to make beautiful handmade cards and gifts just like this one. These are going to wow your friends and family. They're going to love them. Hello, Marietta and Jean. I'm so glad you guys are here and watching. I hope that you will go and make the card later. So, like I said, I am using the Tags to Go suite, and this is a fabulous suite. I love it. So I am starting out. I have 2 pieces of the Designer Series paper. One of these, the smaller one is is 4 1/4 by 3.5. And the bigger one is 4 1/4 by 4.5. I'm going to start with the bigger one, and I want it the 4 1/4 way. So it is 4 1/4 this way and 3.5 this way. And I'm going to make my screen look a little bit bigger so you guys can see a little bit better. Forgot about doing that. There we go. All right. So I'm going to take this piece, and it is 4 1/4 this way. I'm going to put it in my paper trimmer, and I want to score it at a 1/2 inch over on the right. So I'm going to line that up in the 1/2 inch spot and just give it a score. Now, what I want to do is I am going to cut from this upper right-hand corner to someplace over here on the left. And it does not matter where you go. We're just going to cut it at an angle any old way. So there we go. We have the score line at a 1/2 inch on the right, and then we have an angle at the top. Now, the other piece, I want the score line to be over here on the left. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn it upside down because I like using this right side for scoring when it's a little tiny piece. So I'm going to score this at a 1/2 inch as well. And again, this is at the 4 1/4 side, right? Here's the 4 1/4 and it's 3.5 this way. So now my score line's over here, and I want to cut from this upper left corner to somewhere on the right. And again, it does not matter where. Any old angle will work. So I have the corner up here in the groove to my paper trimmer, and we're just going to give it a slice. There we go. And there is our second piece. So now we can do a little bit of stamping before we start putting our card together. I have a piece of basic white. This piece is 3 5/8 by, let me see if I say this right, 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. Remembering off the top of my head what it was. And I'm going to stamp some things up here in the upper corner. I'm going to start with some Azure Afternoon. And I'm going to stamp this up in the upper left-hand corner because that is the corner that is going to be kind of blank. Left blank by the pattern paper. So I'm doing that in Azure Afternoon. I do need to pull out my chamois. This is my chamois. This is just to clean my stamps. It's just wet with water. When it starts getting too dirty and my stamps aren't getting clean, I just take it into the sink and I clean it with water. I just run it under water. And it's really cool because it's a little bit like chemistry when you do it, because these are not going to be straight because these are clean stamps and I'm totally not paying attention. But when it starts out and the water is cold, you're going to see all of the cool colors come out. You're going to see greens and blues come out. And then as the water warms up, you'll see all the reds and the pinks come out. It's kind of cool. I mean, it's just like clothes, right? Like you put something red in the in the wash, it's going to. All right. That's so bad. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to try it again, and I'm going to pay better attention because I just can't do that. That was just so. Let's talk about how to line up cling stamps, since I totally didn't do that the first time. So let's clean this up. I'm going to start with some Azure Afternoon again. We'll put this right up at the top. I'm going to clean it. Then I'm going to ink it up in Shy Shamrock. And what I want to do is I'm going to roll down here. You're not going to be able to see me, but I'm going to try to get as level as I can with this stamp so I can see the edges of it and try to line it up. Ooh, that's a little better. Got a little bit of back stamping, but that's okay. Let's try one more in Pumpkin Pie. And again, leaning way, way over where you can't see me. Oops. Well, it's mostly better. And I'm just stamping those three right up there. This is a great time to have a stamp positioning tool that is going to help you really stamp those right where you want them. But anyway, we did that. I'm going to pull out my strawberry slush, and I'm just going to stamp. We're going to try stamping. I have no idea what I'm doing, y'all. I'm going to try stamping a heart right there. Oh, I don't like that. That doesn't look good. Let's try something else. I'm going to stamp the same heart on a piece of scrap paper in strawberry slush. We're going to make this work. I'm going to cut it out with my scissors. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'm just going to fussy cut this out really fast. It's just a heart. Pretty easy. And then we'll put it on with a dimensional. It'll be great. It'll be super great. We'll cover up that heart right there. So I'm going to grab a little mini dimensional. And I'm going to pop that on. Oh, that's better. That's so much better. All right, so there we go. We have our little heart there. You can see that. So cute. All right. Then I want to stamp a sentiment on here. Now the sentiment is going to be covered up when the card is closed, because so we're going to stamp it a little bit lower down, kind of more towards the center. So I just did a little congrats on there. I think this would make a great graduation card, which it is graduation season. So I'm inking up my stamp. It says, "Today marks an adventure." You know what? We're going to try adding a heart to this. Or two hearts. Just because I think hearts are cute. I guess if you were going to give this to a guy, maybe not the hearts, but I like the hearts. I like the hearts, and I'm making it, so I get to choose. I don't know. You tell me in the comments. Do we like the hearts? Do we not like the hearts? We good with the hearts or no hearts? All right. So I'm taking my bigger piece of pattern paper. Remember, this is scored on the right side, and I'm going to fold this, give it a squish with my bone folder, and this is going to go on my card front. Oh, we have to adhere this first. Don't listen to me. You love hearts. I like to hear that. All right, this is going to go on my piece of Shy Shamrock, and this piece of Shy Shamrock is 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches. Brenda, you like the hearts. Janice, you like the hearts. All right, I'm glad I'm not the only one. We're going to adhere this right on the front. Almost forgot this step. And now we're going to come in with the pattern paper, and the pattern paper is going to adhere to this Shy Shamrock, and it should just be just about right. So we'll add some adhesive back here. We're just going to put it on this tiny little flap, because we don't want to glue our card shut. Carla, you're here the first time. Just happened by chance. Well, welcome. So glad you're here. I hope that you will come back and join us again. All right, so I have the adhesive on there. And we're just going to adhere the Shy Shamrock right to it. And we're going to close it. Make sure it's straight. I'm going to adhere that down. Give that a good mushy moosh so it is down. There we go. Now for the other piece, I did score this, but I'm actually going to try to lay this on here because the score line always seems to be like not exactly where I want it. So what I try to do, and this does not always work, is I try to lay the piece on there and then fold it around and kind of push over that score line just a little bit. You could probably do it without scoring it at all. I don't know. Or I probably should move the score line over just a titch, right? Like a little squitch. I don't know what we call it. So we're going to put that on there. We'll go ahead. We'll put some adhesive on the back of this now. Just on that little flap again. And again, fold that over, get it in place. Get it all nice and glued down. There we go. So easy. Flip this over, and we're going to adhere this to a piece of strawberry slush that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So that's the regular size of a finished card. I just put my finger in the adhesive. We're just going to pop that on there just like that. So cute. And then we're going to add, I didn't think there's really cool puffy stickers with this. I could have put puffy stickers up there instead of stamping. That probably would have looked super cute. All right. So now we have our sentiment, and we're going to adhere this sentiment to this front flap. And I'm going to do that with some Stampin' Dimensionals. I get to open a new pack. Now, I don't want to put the Stampin' Dimensionals too close to the top because I have a feeling the top is going to like come over top of that cut line. So I'm just going to put them down a little bit. Again, I don't want to glue my card closed. Nancy has a cute card for graduation. Yeah, I think so too. Especially if you have like a graduate that maybe is going to go off and do some traveling this summer. This would be fantastic. All right, there we go. There is our super cute asymmetrical angled gatefold card, and we can just open it just like that. Isn't that sweet? I love that. And you get to see both sides of the pattern paper. Let me show you. I have a couple more samples here. So July, we are getting some new stamps and things. So one of the new suites is this Floral Charm suite. I think that's what it's called. I think this paper is Floral Charm paper. The stamp set is Charmed Day. And that's what I use for this. And look how gorgeous it is. It's so, so pretty. Now on this one, check this out. I colored the leaves with Pretty Peacock, which normally I look at Pretty Peacock and I think that it looks blue. Like it looks mostly blue to me, right? But I just grabbed the color from the pattern paper. Look, it's got all these blue leaves. And I was like, I'm just going to do it. And that's what I did. And, because that blue has green in it and because they're leaves, you're just like, yeah, they're green leaves. It works. So isn't this beautiful paper though? Ah, so pretty. I just love it. So, and the stamps are really sweet too. I can't wait. This is coming in July. So, and this is a heads up. We're going to use this stamp set, this bundle for the September online card class. I am thinking ahead right now. So I already showed you this one, but I'll show it again. This is the Sunshine Vibes one with the Boho Vibes paper. It says sending good vibes. And then on the inside, it says hello. And I love the way that the sun peeks out over the top there. And then I did one with the gallery, what is it called? Gallery Blooms, beautiful gallery suite. Don't forget, suites are on sale right now. So suites are the big collections of products that have pattern paper and stamps and dies and usually embellishments or ribbon or something that are all bundled together. Suites are on sale. Buy one, get one 50% off. And buying the full suite is going to get you the best deal that you can get. But all of the suite products are also on that same sale. So if you found a couple of bundles, like say you liked the Gallery Blooms bundle and you liked the Sunshine Vibes bundle, you could get those buy one, get one half off. However, not all bundles are in suites. It's really kind of confusing. And like I said, the best deal is on full suites, but any suite products are buy one, get one half off. So, and it's always the lowest price thing. So be careful that you don't buy like a full suite and then one embellishment from another suite, because that is not going to be a great deal. I mean, it's a little deal, but Anyway, this one I did with that beautiful gallery suite and that beautiful wedding card. So sweet, easy, just beautiful, easy and special. So there we go. Those are my cards for this evening. I am going to go over onto my Facebook page in just a few minutes, and I am going to post a, what do I want to say? I'm going to post a picture of some of my card samples. And I hope that you make one of these cards as well. And when you do, I want you to come over to that post and I want you to comment with a picture of your card, because I just love seeing how you can take these same folds like this one and make it into a different card using completely different supplies. So Janice, you like the second one, this Charm Day one? Yeah, that one was really pretty. I was really excited to pull that out and use it. Thank you everyone for coming tonight. I will be back next week, Tuesday. Next week, Tuesday is the June online card class. We are going to be using the Impressions of Bloom bundle, and it's so sweet. You're going to love it. So I hope to see you next week, Tuesday. We're going to make 3 cards. So definitely come back, and otherwise, have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.